So I'm not too sure what to call this series. Something like Bombs Away Never Happened. I'm borrowing something here from a channel called World War II Bombers. Now, before I begin, let me say that the author of this channel does a very nice job. The author of the channel is very knowledgeable and very much into the whole idea and concept of aerial bombing as it supposedly was done in World War II. Now, I think about my own life, and I had a fascination with German U-boats. So I wanted to know anything and everything about U-boats. So I'm not trying to put down this gentleman who has shown a considerable amount of research on technicalities of bombing in World War II. But I do want to present a very radical alternative to all of this nonsense. Bombs away. No bombs dropped on Germany in World War II. Now, I know that's going to cause a lot of people to say you need to get back on your medications. This guy's nuts. All right. I welcome those comments. So anyhow, I'm borrowing this, and I'll make some comments as we go along, and I'm going to do some more videos. Now, those of you that kind of doubt me, or you kind of want to put me in that category, I'd like to refer you to my series on the Titanic. And I think you can find that on my channel, Village Prisoner Set Free. The Titanic never happened. It's all in the minds of people. So this whole idea of saturating Germany with bombs is all in the minds of people. Anyhow, let's listen in a little bit here.
That's his windows, but he actually faces the other side, so he faces to the left. And then we have the bombardier, or toggler. So that's the Norton bomb side, and that's his plexiglass nose.
So let's just stop there for just 1 second. And he's pointing us to the plexiglass in the front of the plane. That's where the bombardier is, so he can see. Okay, so I'm not sure the exact height of the bombing, but supposedly these things can go 25,000 feet in the air. Are you trying to tell me that 25,000 feet in the air at a speed of maybe 300 miles per hour, and there's plexiglass, and you can see down to Earth? Well, they resolved that mystery by creating the secret Norden bomb site, which was supposed to be one of the biggest secrets of World War II. How could these B-17s be so accurate in their bombing? But just that alone should be a clue to you. Something's really goofy. Plexiglass in the front. Now try to imagine you're sitting there. You're the bombardier. You're going 300 miles per hour. And you're up 25,000 feet in the air. What do you see? Clouds. You don't see the Earth. So it's nonsense. So the secret Norden bomb site. That's the answer to the nonsense. Anyhow, we're going to go back to his text whereby he will tell us about the bomb load.
That he would use for sighting when he's dropping the ordnance. So those are the four officers, and they're generally first or second lieutenants. Then we have 6 enlisted men. We have the flight engineer, who's actually the top turret gunner, and he's usually mostly responsible for fuel management of the airplane. We have a radio room operator, so this is the radio shack. He has a little hatch that he can uncouple and bring inside the airplane, lay on the floor, and then he's got a yoke. He's got a Browning machine gun he can bring out to point up in this direction. And then we have 2 waist gunners. These are hatches that go in and slide forward on a rail. You got a little flow deflector that you can pop out so you don't get air ingress into this cavity. And so we have a right and left, and then we have a ball turret gunner is hidden, and then we have the tail gunner back here. So a couple factoids about the B-17s. 12,731 were built. Most of them were built by Boeing in Seattle.
You know, once again, war is meant for profit, financial profit. You have factories building these things that basically are of no value whatsoever. Oh yeah, they had crews. Oh yeah, they took airplane rides. But nobody was dropping live bombs anywhere. Now, I did show you on a video I did on War Backwards is Raw, a plane coming in and one of the bombs fell off and it bounced around. It was a rubber bomb. Rubber! Could be paper mache. I know you want to believe. I wanted to believe too. Well, anyhow, let's go on.
At Plant 2, which is actually about a mile down the road from where this model resides. Douglas out of Long Beach, California produced 24%, and then Lockheed Vega, they're out of California also, they're out of Burbank, they produced 21%. Typical bomb load was 6,000 pounds, so we carried...
Okay, now I want to talk about that for just a minute. A typical bomb load is 6,000 pounds. So let's go ahead and pretend that you're in this B-17, and let's assume that you are going to drop 6,000 pounds. And you're flying at a speed of maybe 250 miles per hour. Now, as the 6,000 pounds is released and falls out, what happens to the aerodynamics of the plane? Every single video you watch, you'll see nothing. Nothing happened. How can it be that nothing happens? In other words, that has to produce a response. The dropping of the 6,000 pounds will lighten the plane, and I'm going to propose to you that will cause the plane to start going backwards like that. In other words, you cannot let go of such an incredible amount of weight without it affecting the aerodynamics of the plane. Now that's just one major reason why bombing was nonsense, let alone all these bombs that fell over Germany. So I think I'm going to stop it right here, and I'll continue on in other areas with other videos trying to make my case. But I'm going to make a case that no bombs were dropped over Germany in World War II. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. End of video.